R-I-S-E. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Welcome back to Clash with the Chicken, guys. I'm your host, The Chicken, and today what we're going to talk about is every single thing that we know about Project R.I.S.E, aka Clash Heroes. So if you guys haven't seen yet, the video we just made earlier this morning, we talked about the death, I say it in quotations, of Clash Heroes and the announcement of Project R.I.S.E. So Project R.I.S.E is going to be the newest Supercell game. It's not confirmed if it's going global or not yet. There is a closed alpha test going on soon. If you guys haven't already, check yesterday's or my previous video to get the QR code to sign up for the potential to be picked for that. So that's going to be happening soon, so I'm sure we will see some actual gameplay, but I did want to just touch on the gameplay in this video that we've seen and do a brief kind of history of what's been going on with Clash Heroes kind of up until this point. So these games were initially announced back in 2021, and Clash Heroes was definitely the most hyped game out of all of them, like a roguelike, top-down, kind of an RPG style of game in the Supercell universe. Was really cool and really appealing to you know, new players and just people that have played, like, you know, Clash of Clans and Clash Royale over the course of the last 10 years, because it's just a new take on, you know, a really cool IP in the Supercell universe, and, you know, something new to see that we haven't seen in this form yet. So people were really excited about the initial announcement. Now, fast forward a little bit, we didn't hear anything about this game for a while. We saw the other two games that were announced alongside Clash Heroes, that being Clash Quest and Clash Mini. They came out, they went into beta, they both kind of flopped. Clash Mini was in beta for a really long time, over 2 years, I think, and they killed both of those games. So things weren't looking really good for Clash Heroes for a long time because we didn't really hear any news about it. There was some speculation. We did get confirmation about a year ago that the game is going to be made on Unreal Engine 5, which is super exciting. I think that's why some of these clips that we've got here that we're about to show you, they look so clean, and like the game looks so good, because we've never seen, I don't know if we've seen a mobile game on Unreal Engine made before, but yeah, it's really exciting. It's just kind of like the software that makes the game, and that's, you know, the best one that they use for like console games and stuff too. So that's exciting. That was an exciting piece of news, and, you know, that took a year to get to that point. So I mean, there was nothing on this game for a long time. Fast forward a little bit, and then people were asking if the game's dead, if it got killed, what the hell is going on. Haven't heard anything. Frame, the guy digging the grave in the video that they put up earlier today, he did go on a podcast at one point and confirm that the game was not dead, that they were still working on it, and I believe that's what led to us here, was because it took so long because they essentially redid the entire game. It used to be a single player, you know, kind of exploring game, and they changed that probably because they realized that, you know, people aren't going to play a game on your phone very long if you're just playing by yourself, or not a lot of people anyways. So I think they made the right move, and I was always wondering how the multiplayer or the online aspect would work in Clash Heroes, and, you know, we can take a look here. Just very briefly, we got some gameplay, and, you know, you've got multiple guys in the team. We can see Julian, we can see Gavin. It looks like the actual, like, gameplay is roughly the same. We've got our main attack, and then we've got what seems to be two kind of special abilities, the Goblin with the arrows, or the X's in his eyes, and the dizziness, and then you've got what looks to be like a kind of charge move. So it looks like you move around the same, so they're using the same coding structure of the initial game, and they've just built into this multiplayer aspect. And yeah, it looks really cool, man. Like, it looks really fun. We can see right here. You know, obviously I can't say without actually playing it, but yeah. And I mean, just if we just look at this, I'm gonna blow this up here for a sec. Like, we just look, like, this is just a YouTube video that I'm watching. It's not in like full definition or anything, obviously, but like, the world looks so good. And then we've got like these little things up at the top, Gavin, Julian, and Nan. So it looks like that's your team. You're collecting like elixir or something, and then there's like 3 fire things. I don't know. But if it plays like that, where you kind of like, I don't know, if you get to like level up with your friends as you're all playing at the same time, like, that's really cool. That's a really cool concept. So we'll let this keep going here. I got it on mute so we can just play it in the background and watch. But this I was really impressed with. That Goblin Hut looks so sick. And I know I've touched on the graphics a lot, so I won't talk on that anymore. But it's exciting. And it looks like, there is some depth, there is some skill expression, there is some boss battles that look difficult. It doesn't look like, just pick up and walk your way through and everything's super easy, which is good. I think that's going to help, the longevity of the game. If there's more, reasons to get better at it, to learn more stuff about it, those were kind of the things that I felt like anyways, and I think some other people did too. I'm sure some other people did too. Were some problems with Clash Quest and Clash Minis specifically. They were very heavily RNG, random number generated type of movement and stuff dependent on playing the game. It didn't really come down to your skill. It's just kind of like, what are you going to roll this time? Or what's going to be, your hand going in here? Or what troops are going to pop up that you can use? Those games were a little bit lacking in the strategy, portion, and especially Clash Quest, because Clash Quest was essentially, the troops you get are the ones you get, and then if they're bad, then you lose. So, I don't know. I loved Clash Quest, so it hurts me to say, but it's true. It's true. So if this game doesn't have some of those things, then I think that's great. I think that's that's the right move, and. Yeah, so I'm super excited for what's going to come out here. I mean, we just got to kind of sit and wait at this point. But it seems like it seems like if I had to guess that this game will probably go global, because number one, there was the most hype from this one out of any of the other games that got announced. Certainly more hype for this than we ever saw in Squad Busters before it got released. Let's go back to the gameplay here. So yeah, I think, for those reasons alone, and Supercell has shown that they're willing to take the risk now and just push a game out to go global and see what happens. So I think this one still will probably take a lot of time before it's ready for global. I don't think it's going to come out as quickly as Squad Busters, because I believe they said it's a closed alpha test, and then alpha is even before beta. And I mean, the beta could last up to 2 years. I mean, who knows, right? Like, that's the longest we've seen. I would be surprised. I think it'll probably go like 6 months from the alpha test to where they launch it, because I don't think that they're going to do that anymore, where they keep the games in beta for 2 years. I mean, obviously it's possible, but I don't think we're going to see that from Supercell anymore. I think they've learned that doing that just kind of kills any hype for the game, because people can see it, they have access to it, and then if it's not skyrocketing in popularity already, then it's not going to pick up that much by going global, outside of them pushing it through all their other game modes. So I'm excited for it, and I'm going to be posting a lot more on this channel specifically about Clash Heroes, guys. So this is a game that you are interested in. Make sure you stay tuned here if you want to subscribe, and we'll keep you up to date on all the news, all the information, all the speculation, all the rumors, all the fun stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to making more content on this game, and I want to hear from you guys though. What did you think of the announcement today? What do you think on the very minimal gameplay that we've seen so far? Let me know down below in the comments, and we'll catch you in the next one, guys. Chicken out.